And good evening, everybody. Rob Gearing here from Traffic Leads to Income VM, welcoming you to our Tuesday night meeting that we do every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So we have a fine group of folks that are assembled live. And if you're watching the recording, we thank you for doing so. So let me go ahead and take us right to screen share. We're going to do that. We're going to do that fast. That always seems to make a little better recording. And there's our log in to Traffic Leads to Income VM, but I'm going to actually create another backdrop here. We'll go with this one, the landing page that I have to fix, right? So we'll have to get started on that soon. But I'm glad everybody again was able to make it. If you are not a member of Traffic Leads to Income VM, I would ask you and urge you to get back to the person who invited you. That's always the way we do these things. So again, get back to the person who invited you for their link, and I'm sure they'll be very happy to provide that. So that's always the disclaimer that I say in the beginning of these meetings. So now we're going to go ahead and talk about personal branding. But before we do that, we're going to log into Traffic Leads to Income VM, and we're going to use our free account here, which is that there, and we're going to log in, and hopefully that works. And that did not. Okay, and I know why. Okay, because I got to type the password in. Long story, not gonna get into that. Okay. All right, so here we go. We're logging into a free account at Traffic Leads to Income VM. And as you know, Traffic Leads to Income VM, or as you may not know, Traffic Leads to Income VM is a viral mailer, which means it is a place where you can get your advertisements out there to fellow marketers in exchange for you seeing their advertising, they're seeing your advertising. So it's kind of a sharing of advertising, sort of a clearinghouse, you could say, for advertising. And you know, Traffic Leads to Income VM then would be thought of, like other viral mailers, as a shared list. Okay, not quite the same as sending to a personal list, but certainly if used correctly, can get you some leads, get you some potential customers and sales. All those kind of good things. So it's a form of free advertising or low-cost advertising. But one of the things that makes Traffic Leads to Income VM different is that it offers a marketing system. Marketing system basically gives you a complete package to market whatever business you're out there promoting. So that's something that's different that kind of sets it apart in the viral mailer world. And it's also a good viral mailer. It ranks very high. With just about everybody who really puts it to the paces, right? So as a free customer, I'm getting a nice what do you call it, a one-time offer, one of the one-time offers that shows every time, you know what I'm saying? But hey, guilty as charged on that, right? But this one here is it's a good offer, $6.97 a month for a monthly subscription, monthly upgrade. So that's pretty cool, but I'm going to say no thanks on that for now. Okay, here we go. All right, so now I'm in my free account to Traffic Leads to Income VM, and this is also what we call step one. And I'm going to pause my introductory video here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about some prizes and giveaways that we're going to do tonight. So basically, everybody here has the opportunity to get a 7-day free upgrade, especially the free members. I think maybe I'm speaking to the free members right now. So here's an opportunity to get a 7-day upgrade on us, because you can't get into the deeper part of the marketing system without having some level of an upgrade. So all we ask in return, and I'm just referring to our instructions right here, what we call our Team to Profit, also known as graduate upgrade. We give a 7-day version of that by visiting our downline builder, which I just opened up now, and taking a free membership in Now Lifestyle. Now, before you go, oh my goodness, what's this about? This is make no mistake about it, this is a customer consumer presentation that I'm making on this. So by joining free and grabbing a free account, you have the ability to set up a fit profile. You have the ability to take advantage of the 7-minute workout, which is very, very effective. and get dietary and nutrition advice. So that's a pretty valuable thing, and I want to share that. I've taken advantage of that, and I have benefited from that. So I want to share that with more people because health is very important to me. So is earning an income online. But if I'm sickly, I don't feel good, all the money in the world doesn't really make that any better, right? That's not really a desirable life. The best lifestyle is one that you're healthy and profitable and doing your business that you love from your home. So just with that little free membership there, we offer the free member the ability then to get the 7-day upgrade here at Traffic Leads to Income BM. So if you go ahead and do that, then all you have to do is go over here to FAQs and just say that you did that by clicking on the Ask Admin button, and just indicate that you're claiming your 7-day free Team to Profit upgrade, we call it, and I'll go ahead and take care of that for you. Now, for coming tonight, everybody gets something. So we already talked about the free customer offering or the free member undergraduate offering, here at Traffic Leads to Income VM. But if you are a paid member, meaning that you're on a paid subscription, right? I will level you up, as we say. So I'll take you up to the next level, which, for example, if you're a graduate paid member paying a monthly, fee, having a monthly subscription, you will level up to JV, which is actually a lifetime upgrade level. And you'll stay at JV until your graduate subscription renews. So that's what I call leveling up. So, if you are of that, in that classification, indicate that in the support ticket. And if you don't meet any of that criteria, how about 10,000 credits, right? That goes a long way. That's a mailing and a half, actually, here at Traffic Leads to Income BM. So whether you get a Team to Profit 7-day upgrade, whether you get a level up, whether you get the 10,000 credits, I'll sort that, I'll sort all that stuff out. Just ask, ask by going to the FAQ area, clicking on Ask Admin, and requesting your prize for attending our meeting tonight. And I'll go ahead and make sure that that gets taken care of for you. And we have normal upgrades too. If you click the upgrade button on the left-hand side, the normal type of upgrades that lead into better stuff that you get from the mailing side, and you have then the ability to go beyond step 1 of the seven steps to success. So here's just a little picture here of the upgrade screen. Okay. Plus, there's always one-time offers and login offers and things like that. So always keep your eyes open when it comes to Traffic Leads to Income BM. So now it's on the personal branding. And sort of let me just recap what we've talked about the last couple of weeks. We talked about step 1 of Traffic Leads to Income BM is the introduction, the meet and greet. Maybe you connect with the team or with me on Skype, or maybe you come into our Facebook group. Things like that happen in step 1. But most importantly, hopefully you've set up your profile. So that's all discussed and talked about in step 1. And we also talk about what you get as a free member and then what you get as an upgraded member, the graduate / Team to Profit upgrade. So all that's discussed right here. Okay. So we will move on to step 2 now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out of my free account and get into my, so let's just say that I just set myself an admin ticket requesting my upgrade, my Team to Profit upgrade. It's been bestowed upon me, and here we go. Now I'm going to log into this account, because there is one thing I do want to highlight before I roll into step 2. Oops. All right, here we go. And an offer for a JV lifetime upgrade. So I'm going to pass, but that's a heck of a deal. And I may see a login spotlight. And I'm talking about the webinar in the login spotlight. So trying to get the word out Just got to make sure the links are right, right? We're crying out loud. Okay, here we go. So the big thing that I like to offer as a prize or a bonus for folks that do that are at the team to profit level here at Traffic Leads to Income VM is you have access to my long-running, often updated, massive marketing success tutorial. And that is your setup. For anybody at the team to profit level, follow that setup. Just trust me on that. And that link is right here. See, when you are ready, follow the setup guide here. So it's right there. It's in the paragraph that starts with Skype and ends with here. And you click the here, and that opens up what we call the Massive Marketing Success Tutorial, which is a blog article that I wrote a long time ago, and I keep updating it and making it better and better and better. So that's another bonus for being part of our team, part of our group, part of Traffic Leads to Income VM, and a person at the team to profit level. Okay. Now, notice now how I can move into step 2. Okay, because now I'm upgraded. Right. Alrighty. So we talked about autoresponders last week. So that's your backbone of your business. Traffic Leads to Income VM is my list, right? So when you're out there using your referral URL, bringing people into Traffic Leads to Income VM, I guess technically you're building my list. So I wanted to, as a person who understood the power of list building, I didn't want to like hide that under a bushel basket and take advantage of you. I figured I would create a system and training steps that would teach you how to kind of balance both, be able to, build your list first and then promote programs of your choice. And that's the training that we're doing tonight, actually. So, but you got to have an effective autoresponder. So whether that be SendShark, which is in our downline builder, whether that be GetResponse, which is something that's been around a long time and I have definite experience using. Could be Aweber, could be MailChimp. There's a lot of them. Right? There's a lot of options when it comes to autoresponders. Our system works with all autoresponders, so just know that. And you have complete customization, because if you're going to build your list, the autoresponder is a key component, and you just need to have it. Now, so we discussed that last week, and if anybody would like that recording, just let me know, or any of my recordings. So we're going to continue on to step 3. Now, this is the branding. So I'm going to give the speech about branding, right? Because what we're doing now is I'm going to teach you how to build your list with a lead capture page that we're going to host for you here at Traffic Leads to Income VM. So one of the things we're going to do is brand it for you. So we need your picture. We need you to go and take a nice picture of yourself, not a picture of you with the Halloween mask on, or a picture of you at some concert at 2 a.m, or local tavern. We need a good, professional LinkedIn type picture, right, of you. And not like this default image either. People can use my default image, but we need a nice picture of you that, you want to project to people, because this is really part of branding, because people will see this over and over again. Because if you're advertising in mailers and traffic exchanges and free ad areas where there's a lot of impressions, a lot of views, people are going to see it over and over and over again. And one of the great examples I always think about is my friend Tony Tezak from years and years ago. Tony always had the classic Tony Tezak picture. And if you don't know Tony, he's from Tezak Traffic Exchange, the Tezer mailer, right? So Tony captures a lot of attention, but his original picture, Janet probably remembers this, and Steve probably too, it was a gray t-shirt, but it was shown over and over and over, and just everybody would see that's Tony Tezak, right? And when he changed to like a Hawaiian kind of shirt, a little different look, everybody was like up in arms. They couldn't, oh my goodness. I mean, so this is what branding does for you. Like, people get used to it, you change it, it creates a lot of PR, a lot of attention. So the picture choice is very important. So, how many people have seen Janet Legier, who's with us tonight, her picture on lead capture pages? I mean, the branding's incredible. And sometimes it's Janet and Dawn, her husband's in the room tonight. How many people have seen Steve Eiling, who's in the room tonight, from Mail Our List? And his picture, I know it, I could see it in my mind right now, without even blinking, without even guessing about it. It's just natural. He's branded, he's done it, and he's just continues to do it. And people, they kind of get the what's the word I'm looking for? They get, not quite brainwashed, but it's sort of the internet equivalent of it. It's just kind of, they get conditioned. It just kind of sinks into their subconscious, right? So when Steve does another offering, or Don and Janet have an offering, or I have an offering, or Tony has an offering, Rebecca Stamer's in our room tonight from Cardinal Viral Mailer. When Rebecca has an offering, you're like, wow, that's the lady or the guy or the people that I saw. I'm going to, take a closer look at it. So branding is just critical, and this is an easy way to do it. There's many ways you can brand yourself, but your picture is your best way to go. And we give you a very easy capacity here to do it. You just choose file from your computer, right? Click on upload image, and there you go, all set. Now this is interesting because I don't have a good image in this account, in my GH Camry 4 account. So let me show you how easy it is. And I go to my pictures, and maybe I'll find something different than, everybody knows mine, right? With the black suit, with the red tie, right? So let's see what we have here. Okay, I can't really tell what those are. I think it's in my, believe it or not, I think it's in my documents, the picture that I'm thinking. No, I think that was in, let's go back to pictures. I can't see little thumbnails, so that's sort of holding me back here a little bit. Just give me a second here. Got the Rob G. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to click on that. Upload image. This could be funny. No, it's the same. Okay. All righty. So, but look, the image changed from the default to something that's brandable, right? Something that's identifiable. That's actually a black tie, but it does have some red in it. Some red squares. So I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it now. So there we go. So I just uploaded my picture. So at this point, there's really not much more that you need to do other than going to step 4. But if you need resizing, we have a little resizing tool here. So if you click here if your picture needs resizing, meaning that it's a huge image, it's a big file that needs to be brought down to a smaller size, maybe with less resolution. You can use this pick resize feature. I've used it many times. It still works great. They may toss an advertisement at you here or there, but for the most part, it's pretty safe and tame, and it's a good way to get that resizing done. So I'm going to close that off. And that's really the end of step 3. It's really the easiest. It's more of the speech that I make about the importance of branding, because I see so many people. I got more speech in me, I think. I see more people that I go to their Facebook, and it's pictures of animals or pictures of, just some inanimate object, but they're pursuing a marketing career. They're pursuing becoming internet network marketers. I don't, they need to come here. They need the training and education. Yet, don't be afraid of the internet. Conquer it, nail it, get up in front of it, show people who you are, not just pictures, but videos. And, you got to open it up. If we're afraid of being hacked, we're afraid of being scammed, if we're afraid of being compromised, we also could be afraid of being in a plane crash, being in a car crash, getting bit by poisonous spiders. You got to get over the fears and because if you're going to lead a team to victory, you cannot have fear. You must be strong. And even if you're not feeling it, pretend like you are. Fake it until you make it. I don't know if really a famous person ever said that, but I've heard it before. And what that means is you got to put on sometimes, you got to put on a facade. You got to, put on the face of confidence, and confidence eventually overtakes you and overcomes you. And you are what you put out there. You are what you believe. You are what you think. You are what you project. Trust me, coming from a guy who was afraid of public speaking many years ago, I had to go through a transformation, and I had to go through fear, and I had to go through different phases like that. But I came through it clean on the other side, like my favorite movie, Shawshank Redemption. And trust me, I didn't go through anything like Andy Dufresne did in the movie. But, we all have these, and I know maybe I'm going way over the line here, but just talking about a picture on a lead capture page. But it starts with these small fears and things that we avoid, and it just becomes a snowball in marketing, in life. And, there's a time that just has to end for us to get really what we want to get and break through, have a breakthrough of success that so many of us deserve, right? So anyway, with image in place, we click on continue to step 4. Now that image is going to carry over into the building of your lead capture page. Now I've done, a lot of trainings on this, so I'm not going to do one tonight, step by step, how to configure everything, but I'm going to point out a few things and a few resources for you. So if you read the instructions, you'll get a good sense of things. I also offer you a video that was done using GetResponse as the example, and that's right here where it says click here for a video guiding you through form code creation in GetResponse. Because what you do is you go to your autoresponder in step 2 and you create a campaign in that autoresponder of choice, and you bring the form code over to me, okay? So if you're following the MMS setup, there's a special video, MMS being over in the back office of Team to Profit level members. You click that link, and then you have your special video that guide you through setup, and that uses SendShark as the example. SendShark being the autoresponder within Now Lifestyle. So that uses SendShark as the example. The MMS setup, and the one that I'm showing you right here in step 4 shows GetResponse. But if you look at any of these setups, actually, you will see that it's pretty similar across all the autoresponder platforms, just with some little nuances. And I've used Aweber, and I've used a lot of these. So if you ever have any questions, certainly put in a support ticket. We can help you. I've even logged into people's autoresponders that I never used before and figured it out. Because like I say, they're pretty, if you've used one, they're fairly similar. Traffic Wave is another popular choice that people use. So your campaign would have letters that are included, or letters that are, emails that are set up. Okay, and we offer email examples in our affiliate toolbox area. So we cover that base with you. So we give you pretty much everything that you need. It's kind of a done for you setup that you have to do a little bit of work on, but not a whole heck of a lot. Maybe some editing of your signature line and a little bit of customization on the emails and such. But for the most part, pretty quick. I think people have told me 5-10 minutes setup is usually what it takes. As long as you look at the instructions and watch the video and stuff like that. So your form code just gets pasted in this box right here. This gets pasted right here, and then you click save, okay? And that's now going to marry in with your picture and the template that you choose when you create a page. So we'll just do a quick example here to show you how this all works. So if I was to create a new lead capture page, I'm not going through the form code creation, but I'm going to choose one of our generic templates that don't have the Traffic Leads to Income branding, right? We talk about branding. So when people use my Traffic Leads to Income VM or Traffic Leads to Income lead capture pages, that's kind of good for me, right? It helps, that's branding, right? The image with the dollars flying in the world globe and everything. But we offer you, the ability to remove that and go with your total comprehensive branding. So we chose the generic template, which is the last one. And I'm going to call this 42418, create this LCP, and it's done. Okay, it's finished. It's finito. It is finito. Because what it did was it took that code right there, and it uses this hashtag called hashtag autoresponder hashtag. So if we were to go to look at this page that I just created, 42418, I just chose it from the drop-down menu there. It brings it up into the editor. You can change this verbiage right here, right? Here's my picture. Fill in the form below to get started. And this autoresponder code hashtag autoresponder code hashtag, just is put there automatically. And that's pulling from this box right here. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Now I could make some changes. There's a WYSIWYG editor up here. So various color choices, and make your print fancy, add a video, various and sundry things. You can access the HTML code by clicking source, and there it is. And clicking it again takes you back to the WYSIWYG editor. So this is how you can create a brandable lead capture page for your business and opportunity. A lot of businesses and opportunities don't give you the ability to control the landing page, the verbiage on the page. They don't let you put your picture on, right? So I don't know. I've been using these types of pages for years to good effect. I say it's worth a try, right? What do you got to lose other than great, wonderful success? So and here's what the finished product looks like. Even though I didn't really do much, click on your LCP URL, and notice it's building. Now that's old form code from a defunct autoresponder, so that's why it's showing that little sad face right there. But generally, it would just I generally use simple forms, so the form would be email address basically. That's really all that I'm after, is the email address, because every single, like we talked about last week, every single additional field that you ask somebody to fill in is going to drop your opt-in rate. So now you're taking a 50% opt-in rate, you just made it 40 or 35 because you want a first name. You want a phone number, you're looking at 10 or 15%. It's just the way it is. And we also give you this nice landing page, which you can use if you want. You can take that over to your autoresponder and call that the landing page, or not. You can customize this. It's totally it's a piece of the business that you can use. Unfortunately, I don't have a non-branded version of this, so I'll leave that to you guys to decide how you want to play that. And it just has some standard verbiage on it. So that's an extra little piece that we give you here at Traffic Leads to Income DM. Okay, so I'm closing that out. That's pretty much it. Then we move on. Just make sure you save before you move on, right? I didn't really do any, well, I did a little bit of work here by putting the different image on. So I'm going to save that lead capture page. And it saves any changes that I would make, right? And if I wanted to actually go in right now, grab, form code from somewhere and not use the box that's right here, all I would have to do is get rid of that hashtag, autoresponder code hashtag, and go, grab the HTML code for the campaign, that I want to put in, and hit source, and I would find the spot. See where it says hashtag autoresponder hashtag? I would just take that out and paste in my form code directly and hit save. Right? So that's another flexible feature of Traffic Leads to Income DM, and this particular part of it, our lead capture page building system. You can also make a splash page like this, right? There's no form there, brandable or non-brandable. You could use the non-branded template and make yourself a nice splash page, right? So, it's not the end-all be-all of page builders, but for new people who are just kind of learning a lot of this stuff, so it could be a godsend and a game changer for sure. So let me get back to the back office here, and let me go on to step 5, which I'm not really going to cover because that'll be next week, right? Because now you have something. You have a creation now. Test it, make sure it works, make sure the emails fire, make sure it's the way you want it, and it's everything that you want it to be. right? And think of it from the standpoint of the end user and what it looks like to them. Now it's time to dig into your downline builder to get your advertising resources, to start getting your promotions out there. And that's what we talk about in steps 5 through 7. And that's what we'll get into next week. So that is all for this session. For my live audience, please stick with me, and we will break this down and answer any questions that you may have. For those watching the recording, we thank you very much. We appreciate that. And at this point, I'm going to stop the screen share. And I think my cam's on. So I wish everybody, other than my live group, who I'm going to see momentarily, but for my folks watching the recording, thank you very much, and have a great rest of your marketing week, and to your massive success. And see you next week at 8 p.m. right here, same channel, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you.